Timeout. We do too. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Laura Pack, a junior varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We are at Rochelle McCullen Oz with Miss Jody Oz, Mr. Barry Tatum, and Mr. Bob Rochelle. We would like to say thank you for your support and present to you these Blue Devil football souvenirs.
Thank you. The law firm of Rochelle McCullen Oz is proud to be a sponsor again of the Lebanon High School cheerleaders and football program.
Blue and white! Yeah. Let's go, Devils!
Inside the 5-minute mark here in the third period, Terry, Lebanon moving the football.
Tommy, they started at our own 35. They've gone all the way to Gallatin's 24. Big fourth down play, 4th and 3 for Lebanon.
And the ball needs to reach just inside the 21-yard line of the Green Wave. As Terry told you, 4 minutes, 59 seconds remain in the third quarter. Gallatin 20, Blue Devils 13. I formation behind Reeder as it is Sellers, the tailback. 6 men on the line as they will fake it to Sellers. Reeder's running. He's got the first down, puts his head down, and goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Tommy, they faked the toss sweep. They got everybody going after Sellers, and Reeder just rolls and keeps on going.
That's the quickness of the senior quarterback, Jason Reeder. And a personal foul against Gallatin.
Obviously, they hit Reeder as he went out of bounds. That will be half the distance to the goal. Should put the ball right at the 8-yard line. Or they...
John, if you could help us on the spot, let us know the line of scrimmage when you get down there.
I'm down here, Tommy. That was right in front of me. Jason was out of bounds. He got speared by the helmet. That was flagrant. They're going to spot it right inside the 10-yard line. Let's call it about the 8.5-yard line. Big mistake by the Green Wave.
So 1st and goal for the Blue Devils after the half the distance penalty for the personal foul. I formation. Reeder turns, gives to Sellers, hit in the backfield, dropped at the 10 as he will pick up a 2-yard loss as Jody McMurray came knifing in to take him down.
Gallatin stunted to the near side. They got penetration and caught Jade before he had a chance to really get any momentum going. Into the football game goes Cherry. Out of the game for Lebanon goes John Clemens.
So 2nd down and now 10. There's goal to go for the Blue Devils. 4:22 remain in this third quarter. I formation. Grissom the fullback. Sellers the tailback. Reeder rolls, wants to throw. He's looking for Carson, can't find him, to the end zone, throws, it is touchdown Blue Devils! He took it away. He went back there with Grant. I thought Grant intercepted it, and Carson took it away in the corner of the end zone.
John, you've got the view. Tell us what happened.
It was jump ball, and Elliott Carson came down with it. For a moment, the defender had it. Elliott's big. He's 6'3". He's oversized, the defensive back. He took it away from him on the ground. The official came over and signaled TD. Big play.
And John, Lebanon's going to go for 2. At least that's the appearance right now. The kicker is not on the field. And Lebanon apparently going to go for 2. Or did we get a timeout? I don't think we got a timeout. We're going to have to take one.
I'm not sure what's going on, as Zachary didn't have his spot is the problem, and they will simply take the penalty. That will back the Blue Devils up 5 yards as he will be kicking now from about the 15-yard line, and Presley will run onto the field. So, Tommy, I'm not sure what was going on there, Tommy.
It didn't look like the kicker had his pad, the block they kick off of, and apparently J.L. Presley is going to be attempting the PAT for Lebanon.
So it'll be from the 15, a 25-yard extra point. It will tie the ball game if Presley can hit it. Reeder looks, asks if he's ready. The ball is down, kick is up. It is blocked, spinning. It is still good. It goes through, and we are tied. 4:06 remaining in the third quarter. We're all tied, and we're going to take a break.
Hi, I'm Heather Sewell, a junior varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We're here at Fates and Hooker with Mr. Ted Oz. We would like to say thank you for your support and present to you some Blue Devil football souvenirs.
Thank you. On behalf of Fates and Hooker, Ken Hawkins, Jimmy Dial, and myself, we'd like to wish Coach Bob Dillard and his staff a very prosperous year. Go Big Blue!
Go Big Blue!
Going 65 yards in 9 plays. Elliott Carson from Jason Reeder, a 10-yard touchdown pass. J.L. Presley added the all-important extra point. 4:06 left in the third quarter. This game is knotted 20-20.
And kicking off for the Blue Devils, it will be Presley. And Tommy, can you think of any two stranger plays for a score as Carson takes it away and then Presley's PAT is blocked, but it goes through?
We must be living right, Sam.
We're doing something right. Presley ready to kick off. McMurray deep. And a short kick by Presley. Hangs up, though. McMurtry at the 15-20, 25-30. Still on his feet. 35-40 is gang tackled and will go down at the 43-yard line. So, again, Tommy, excellent field position for the Green Wave.
It looked like with the high kick from J.L. Presley, we were able to get our return people downfield a little quicker. But McMurray, a tremendous runner, and he got up in the wedge and just wedged that thing out. Good field position once again for Gallatin.
So 1st and 10 now for the Green Wave as Malone will bring his team out tied. It only took him one play to score last time. He will this time give it to the fullback up the middle who will fight his way to the 45-yard line. That's Rogan's second carry of the ball game, as Tommy told you early. The fullback doesn't get a lot of work, and he will gain right at 1.5 yards.
Chris Lehue is back in the secondary for the Blue Devils. Lehue, who's missed the last 2 football games with a shoulder problem, returns. Our secondary, we've got Pitt, C, Phillips, and the little man, Lehue.
Tally split wide to the right side. Robb in the eye. As Black, the wingback, Robb gets the ball, tries to bounce it up, can't go anywhere. Across the 45 and will go down right at the 46-yard line. And for the Blue Devils, Jason Morris in the ball game, Tommy, after that tackle, he was up making some noise.
John, that Lebanon sideline is really rocking.
Really rocking, Tommy. It's really exciting. I don't believe I've seen a more exciting football game here at Green Wave Stadium in all my life.
And Tommy, let me tell you, at halftime I went out. This is a crowd here tonight. There's a good 6,000, maybe 7,000 people here. And 3rd down and a long 7. The Green Wave have got to make the 47, as now the Blue Devils will shift defense a little bit. Robb, they will run the reverse as McMurray with the ball breaks a tackle and will be taken down at the 33-yard line as the Blue Devils had the play to Robb stopped, and Tommy, they run the reverse.
They give the football going against the grain to McMurray, and he does have good speed. McMurray took it on the reverse, had one man out in front of him blocking, and Lebanon just managed to get a hand on him and pull him down.
So it'll be 1st and 10, the 33-yard line for the Green Wave, as they will give the ball to Robb off the right side, and he will pick up maybe 1 yard as Gannon gets a hold of him in the backfield. Phillips up to help as well, but only about 1 yard for Robb that time. 1:45 remaining in the third quarter as an injury timeout now called for Gannon as his right knee seems to be bothering him a little bit. Not sure what's wrong with him, Tommy, if you can tell.
Looks like a shoulder. Looks like he might have a stinger on that right shoulder. And Elliott Carson comes in to replace Gannon at that weak side defensive end.
So 2nd down and a long 8 for the Green Wave. Chumbley goes wide to the left side as Sanders is a tight end on the right. Malone runs. He's going to run the option play. Tosses it to McMurray as he breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and fights his way down to the 16-yard line as C finally takes him down. Phillips made him bounce back inside, but the Blue Devils couldn't take him down.
Sam, we had people in position to make the play. We had the play smelled out. We did not execute. We missed a couple of tackles. Tressler now comes into the secondary for Lebanon. Out of the game goes Lehue.
So the ball rests at the 16-yard line.
We've got nobody's on the wide receiver.
And now C will float out there. They'll give it to Robb up the middle as he spins off of a tackle down to the 12-yard line and will apologize right now if we don't spot the ball the best in the world. They call this place the pit, and it is. The press box is right up over the field, and it's kind of tough, Tommy, to see the lines that far down to our right.
John, help us on the line of scrimmage, please.
Ball spotted about on the 13, Tommy.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Green Wave as Malone with his team to the line. Robb in the I formation, and they'll give it to him straight up the middle. Fights off a tackle down inside the 5, and they say he goes down at the 7, not inside the 5. 3rd and about a yard for the Green Wave.
Does this guy never fumble? He has handled the football a bunch tonight as we're inside the 15-second mark. It looks like that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 8-7-6. Lebanon and Gallatin, 12 minutes to play. It's 20-20. Folks, the fans are getting their money's worth here tonight at Green Wave Stadium. We'll be back after this timeout. 12 minutes of football left in regulation. Gallatin driving. They've got it 3rd and 1. And John, once again, the line of scrimmage, please.
Right you are, Tommy. This is a big defensive stand here for the Blue Devils. If they can hold the Green Wave to a field goal here and plug up that middle some way to keep Amira Robb out of the end zone, it'll be big. I just got a report on Chris Stafford. He has been transported to the hospital and in x-ray right now.
So 3rd down and a yard, maybe a yard and a half from where they spot the ball. They need to make just inside the 6. I formation as Robb behind Malone. Remember, Malone is 6 feet, 200 pounds. He'll try to take it himself. Powers over. Flags fly, though. And I'm not sure, Tommy, if that's illegal motion or if it's offsides against the Blue Devils. And we'll just have to wait and see. Indication is illegal procedure on Gallatin. That'll make it 3rd and 6, a little tougher for the Green Wave.
Terry, basically a cleanly played football game tonight. What about the penalty situation?
Tommy, that'll be Gallatin's 4th penalty of the night for 23 yards. Lebanon penalized only 1 time, and that for 5 yards.
So it will be 3rd down and 6 now, almost 7 for the Green Wave. Tally will come into the ball game for Gallatin. Malone, the quarterback. Robb in the I formation behind Rogan as he's got that 6-man line in front of him. Blue Devils sneaking up. They will give it to Robb. Here they come, and they got him. He goes down at the 14-yard line as Pitt came up and leveled him. Griffin at his feet, and Tommy, they're going to have to try for 3.
That's a pretty good sophomore, folks. Damon Pitt slams through there on the stunt, and they nail Robb. Gallatin's going to attempt the PAT. Kyle Zachary comes in to provide kick rush from the right side, from the kicker's left side, as Sanders will attempt the field goal.
This one
at the 20.
30-yard field goal. Sanders has hit 2 tonight as Malone will hold. The snap is down. The kick is up. It is low. It is good as he barely pokes it through on a line drive. 11:09 remains in the ball game. Gallatin 23, Lebanon 20. We'll be back in just a moment.
Daniel Sanders kicks his 3rd field goal of the night. This one from 30 yards away. 11:09 left in this contest. Gallatin has taken the lead once again, 23-20.
John, it looked to us up here as though Ron C. was all over that kick. He kicked it under him, it looked like.
I thought we got a hand on it, Tommy. Evidently not. That ball didn't get 10 feet off the ground the whole way. It barely got over the crossbar.
So Daniel will kick off. Griffin now deep. He is flanked by C and by Sellers to his right. Daniel's kick, a low line drive as it will be bobbled